Welcome to the Weird and the Weary. I'm Jason. With me is Kevin.
Hey, everybody.
And Lee.
Hi, I just washed my hands.
Feeling clean, are we?
Yeah, scrubbed.
That's why you're so wet.
He always has that, like, kind of damp look to him.
Yeah, you got, like, a lingering moisture.
Yeah, I am moist.
And do you
I'm into moisturizing. What's wrong with that?
nothing's wrong with that. Keeping your skin moist. Everyone hates that word.
Just like those hand cream, that hand cream.
Oh,
that you told me
yeah.
about. I bought some of that.
Did you get it? How was it? You love it?
I love it.
See, I'm really bad about moisturizing. I don't like the feeling of lotion on me. You know, I don't like that greasy feeling.
Oh,
You have to have good lotion.
This
though.
one's
That's the
more
problem.
waxy than greasy.
Okay, waxy.
Not too much.
Only if you use it, like, way too much.
I've used too much.
Oh, okay.
That's where water comes
Sounds
in.
pleasant. Does not sound pleasant. No.
Need more water.
Sorry, I'm gonna look probably like a used paper bag by the time I'm 52, because I don't moisturize anything like that.
Look, you're worried about looking like shiny lips. The chapstick has just been placed on.
Maybe I should just switch to gloss.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Lip gloss on your hands? Is that what you're telling me?
Right. Just gloss my hands up. Like, hey guys, I wouldn't even need blinkers anymore when I'm driving. I just use hand signals all the time, and they'd see my hands. That'd be great.
Apple, cherry, or grape.
But that would probably kill me eventually, because I would forget to gloss, thinking everybody could see me at night. And,
Right.
You know, my hands are all dirty from some hardcore gardening or something, or burying something.
You're supposed to when you work with bat guano.
Well, in great quantities, yes. They live in my attic.
Oh.
I love them.
Nice.
Yeah, well, they're friends. You know,
Well, yeah, you won't get lonely now.
They can kill you too. You can get rabies.
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I just saw Cujo the other day, like the beginning of it where he got bit. So don't watch TV that early in the morning, especially like TBS. They always show dumb, crazy shit. And, it's Cujo at 3 in the morning. It's just really not a good thing to watch.
Fair enough.
Ghoulies.
Ghoulies. Ooh, I haven't seen that in a while.
I've never even heard of that, but that's cool.
But, there's plenty of things in this world that can kill you, though. Bats. Like a swarm of bats.
With rabies.
Or
Pee in your mouth.
gangrenous rabies.
Killer bees.
Killer bees.
Yeah.
Africanized bees. They used to have alerts when I was a kid in California. They're coming. The killer bees are coming.
Oh, my God.
That's right. RZA Jizza. They coming for you.
I always thought it was the wrestlers. Remember the killer bees? B. Brian Blair and the other guy with the mustache.
Man. I forgot about that. See?
The mullet.
I paid good money for it being hypnotized to forget that shit. Thanks for bringing it back.
We were all kids then. Wrestling was amazing. But bad food can kill you. Bad water can kill you. We have the luxury of having at least semi-clean water. Sorry, Flint, Michigan. But, most places in America have pretty clean water. For the most part, that we perceive to be clean. But, yeah, bad water can kill you. A little parasite. A little amoeba. Eat your brain.
Oh, yeah, or if you go swimming somewhere in, like, brackish water or some shit.
Right.
Infection in your ear and your brain. Dead.
Oh, yeah.
You know what can kill you the most, though?
What is
People. Other people.
That sounds true.
Yeah. Like an accident or just, on purpose, another person can kill you. Most fatalities are caused by humans. Fun fact, huh?
And what's the second one? Stupidity?
Usually. It might be a tie between them.
They're neck and neck.
Like a necktie. I see where this is going.
No.
But generally, we have good protections in place to make sure we're not going to die accidentally from ingesting bad water or bad food. Or, we have all these warning labels. Don't eat the silica.
It says it won't hurt you,
It's in the beef jerky to keep it moist. I got away with another one.
That's just a seasoning packet, I thought.
Well, sometimes they're in Japanese. So I just don't read them. I don't care. They're crunchy.
Yeah.
I've snorted them.
Ooh, how'd that go?
I had a runny nose.
Ooh.
Really? It seems like it should be the opposite.
No, I had a runny nose.
You sure it wasn't, like, brain fluid?
My body was trying to expel this stuff. It's like, we need more liquid.
Expelliarmus.
More liquid. Make more expellium.
Yeah, I mean, so we got these protections. We got them in place.
Mm-hmm.
But, I think we just get rid of warning labels. Altogether.
Oh, you want to play Darwin's game?
Yeah,
Sure.
just survival of the fittest again.
Hey, you want to play Darwin dice?
Yes.
Darwin roulette?
Yes.
Because
all in.
some of these precautions, if you're going to go ahead and do this, you're going to laugh your ass off. You might even die from laughter. Watching somebody just eat a bunch of desiccant, or eating the rat poison. I don't know. I mean, it looks like a biscuit. I'll eat it. Who cares?
Air biscuit.
Ooh, that could be a sport.
Eating air biscuits. Here, catch it in your mouth.
How can you tell? We use special gases and lights to show you exactly the size and composition of the air biscuit.
Oh, lasers. We could definitely make this work.
Yes. 3D printing.
But as of late, we're seeing a lot more of these drug-resistant bacteria appearing. There's the MRSA. MRSA's, you can get that from being in a hospital for a little while. You can get a drug-resistant staph infection. And sometimes it just attacks your skin. Sometimes it eats the flesh off of you and starts rotting your limbs off, too.
Oh, what a good weight loss strategy.
Or go to your brain and internal organs.
Cause sepsis. All that good stuff. But then there's one, I think as early as 2006, and most recently, we've heard about the Candida Auris bacteria. And that's a form of yeast fungus. It's prevalent in care facilities also, kind of like MRSA, and God knows what else. I don't really try to study the lingering bacterial infections you can pick up while you're trying to get medical care.
An interesting study would be one where you take samples from the hospital and then the nearest restaurant, a bar, or any place where someone may be waiting for a loved one, because that's how it could travel too.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know that. I've seen.
That's why I don't touch the railings in malls or the handholds on the escalator. I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't grab those either. I just lick them.
No,
that's good.
That's
good.
better.
That builds immunity. I hear
without
better
spreading
than
it
yogurt.
Without spreading it to other people. As long as you're not kissing, then you have to use Listerine.
Nah, I don't kiss anybody.
No, kissing. Even though I guess today's National Kissing Day here, but that's that spreads disease. You get mono.
I don't kiss.
Your gallbladder explode if you kiss.
Yeah.
I liked how you looked away, by the way, when you said, I don't kiss.
Sorry, it's still a very emotional subject for me.
And the wind blew a little bit. You see his hair move when he did? I don't kiss.
It's because he moved his head.
Oh, well, yeah. He does have that entrance music, too, that just appears when he shows up.
That's just his ringtone.
They're always
calling
they
it.
howl in me.
It always rings when I'm within range, because I tend to scare him a lot. He hates it.
Oh, I hate to be frightened.
But you were going to say something. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh, I don't remember. That was a lifetime ago.
Well, here's what's frightening. It's Candida auris. It's a yeast fungus that's it's drug resistant. It's colonized in the skin, and it normally wouldn't affect a healthy person with a good immune system. On the dermis, right?
Yeah.
It affects the upper layers of the dermis, and generally, it could reside on your dermis without you even knowing if you're healthy enough to ward it off. You have a good, healthy immune system.
Don't be dermis ignorant.
You telling me I'm not going to get a warning about this dermis invader?
You might.
Some do. Some get a little irritation.
Right.
And it may look like a trail, like, little tag or something.
Oh, okay. It's like shingles. I see where this is going.
Right.
Germs.
But yeah, it could be extremely deadly for somebody with a compromised immune system. Somebody elderly, somebody has HIV, or any kind of autoimmune disease that weakens their immune system where they can't fight back. In one case in particular, a hospital, they placed a plate in the middle of the room that was just disinfected with hydrogen peroxide and other germ-killing agents. And all the bacteria in the room was eradicated but one, the Candida auris. So it survived even disinfected.
This is the one that the commercials are always talking about, 99.99 whatever.
All right, this is the point one here.
This is the one.
I thought we would never see it.
We're going to need like Osmosis Jones in here to back us up on this.
Oh, shit, son.
Now, there's a lot of forms of the Candida bacteria. Some are innocuous. It gets around. It's changes shape. It conforms. It likes to play that game.
Oh, a real conformist.
It does.
Very malleable.
There's even the STD variety. The Candida Candiditis, I think it is, or something. Isn't that the drip?
Yeah,
there?
that's what it gives humans. Candiditis. The thrush, you get the yellow tongue,
right.
And then 75% of women get the yeast infections.
Right. And men can get it too.
Rarely, though.
Rarely,
yeah,
right.
Rarely.
But you can be symptomatic as well.
Yes.
But men can carry it and spread it.
Yes.
And never be symptomatic. So that's the fun nature of this fungus. It just kind of shows up, does this bad thing, and doesn't tell anyone but the other person. You're just like, hey, I'm good.
I'll open up my bakery right here.
And I'm itching. Oh, thank you.
Sounds like I gotcha.
That's the name of the bread place. I gotcha.
In Chicago alone, there was 158 cases of Candida Auris diagnoses since May 2016. And New York and New Jersey have reported more than 400 cases, according to the Chicago Sun-Times.
Sounds like we win again.
Always big numbers, high taxes, everything like that in New York. It's great.
Go big or go back to Chicago.
Get yourself a deep dish.
They got better hot dogs in Chicago. The Chicago dog, good. They put. I don't know if you guys like pickles, but they put the pickles in
pickles.
the dog.
I have
Pickles
to
and
go
the
now.
celery salt. Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a bad week in deep dish and hot dogs.
Oh, in sausages. Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah, but, here in New York, it sounds like we really put the fun in fungus. So.
Oh, no. Canada don't.
Canada Kevin.
All right.
Now, drug-resistant fungus, it's been popping up long-term in acute care facilities and nursing homes. And, most people that were infected had one or more of the following in common. They had an IV, they had open wounds, they had a feeding tube, they had a catheter, they had a tracheostomy, or a ventilator. So they had some kind of something jabbing into them. Though definitely, it's hard to keep clean, I guess.
It's always open.
Sure.
Always room for infection.
Definitely. In other areas, you're exposed to open air and germs constantly. Because a lot of these people in care, they're being moved too to take for testing and imaging and stuff like that. So you're being moved around and
then the people handling them and helping them out.
Sure, and who knows if they wiped down the stretcher before they brought them to an X-ray.
They're not. They're not spraying that shit down.
You'd hope.
Well,
I know a lot of people in the medical profession, and they're very diligent about cleanliness. So, it's but some people aren't.
I have this idea it would be almost sci-fi-ish, but what you do exactly like that is to contain the person. Mm-hmm. It's like something that's inflatable. That's impenetrable, like rip resistant. That would just go around the person inside. It'd be like a bubble, almost like imagine like a half gallon of Breyers, like something like that, except clear and over the gurney, the stretcher there, whatever, and bring them around.
Terry Gilliam,
or just put them inside tubes.
Jesus Christ!
Are you ready?
X-ray coming in. You didn't put the mattress down, shit.
I like the sound of that. Sounds like it'll bring some levity into the whole hospital situation.
Hose care. Now, considering Candida is the source of yeast infections, this makes sense. Because fungal growth, it happens in a healing area. If you listen to the last podcast we had, Phineas Gage had fungus growing in his head after a steel pipe went through it.
Yeah, it was a prequel to The Last of Us with the clippers.
Right. Oh. Mushroom fungus. That's cordyceps virus, or cordyceps fungus that makes things into zombies. They kind of...
Isn't it a fish fungus or something?
No, it's like insects. Insects, yeah. So they'll move like a locust to a high ground so it can hatch and be free and spread its spores around. Pretty crazy. But yeah, it makes sense that a fungus like this would dwell very easily in this kind of environment. And what's the reason mostly, though? It's an influx of antibacterials. And I'm not trying to be some conspiracy nut here, but
No, it's science.
it's science. You know, you're not going to gain any immunities to this stuff when you're eradicating it, because it's never all going to die. So, you know, what's the survival of the fittest, and it's going to evolve because it's a microcosm. You know, it's going to change. It's going to adapt to that environment if it survives.
So, what do I do to fight it?
You got to shrink down.
Okay.
You got to bring like a sword or something.
I like where this is going.
I haven't really thought at all yet. I got half a story written.
Okay.
And you're the star.
All right, perfect.
What you need to do is contact Rick Moranis. He knows what to do.
Well, he's out of the game.
No, he needs to get back in the game.
You think he'd jump in the saddle to fight this? I might.
I think he would. I think that he would be the reluctant scientist in the movie. Something really bad happened he doesn't talk about.
Yeah.
And then he comes back and he's like, you know what? I'll help you. But I'm not coming back. And then Michael Douglas comes in and you find out it's a Marvel movie.
Oh, what a twist.
Shebang.
Honey, I Shrunk Our Life Expectancies.
That'd be cool, actually. Get Rick Moranis to play someone in a Marvel movie.
That would be neat.
Yeah, it would. Be like a I don't know, be like his last role. Just come out one more time. Because he did the noble thing. He left for his wife.
Yeah.
That's just incredible.
It is.
Incredible person. But I would love to see him just do one Marvel movie or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Come on, man. That was Disney, right? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of those people in Hollywood that you didn't no dirt, just
Like
genuine
Michael J.
person.
Fox.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Or Don Cheadle.
And they probably didn't. Yeah, Don Cheadle too, of course.
Yeah, no, even though he
He
did the
doesn't
Captain Planet. You broccolis.
Oh, that's hilarious. and you know, they probably don't use antibacterial soap. I hope not.
No, he's all net. It's organic. That's how you avoid that. You have to go organic.
Right. I mean, well, now you see the hand sanitizer, which makes more sense because it's an application. You know, brief application if you want. I don't think it's as severe as the like the antibacterial dial you used to always see in the hospital. You know, it was always that.
Well,
gold
see, that's
soap.
the thing is that in the hospital you want that, but I think that it should have been a mix. It's like right before you do major things.
That's the shit that came out to residential. They started giving like the high, antifungal, antibacterial cleansers. That
No.
I'm not a germaphobe. Okay, I get a little queasy when I think of things like you're saying. You know, go to the hospital and then follow to the next closest fucking restaurant. Well, I already don't eat at restaurants close to hospitals.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to reaffirm your fear.
No, it's like, see, it is. It's probably going to be an issue in like 15 years, but I have like those kind of weird phobias about stuff like that.
Like for instance, when a food inspector goes in, do they implement tests that are a little more stringent because of their proximity to the hospital? That's another thing to think about. Or even just like outpatient places.
It's hard to say, given the history of the FDA guidelines, I don't know. It's not my job. It's probably what happens, really. Gordon Ramsay, though, that guy, if he was, like the head of the FDA, every kitchen would be fucking spotless. This is a disease.
What would Hell's Hospital be like?
Oh, everyone would be cured immediately.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, I was thinking beds would be like beds of needles.
Oh no, he would fucking beat the sickness out of everyone. That's what
no, he's the one that's going to shrink down and go in with the sword.
Right, because he can just shrink down through his anger.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
And then when he comes back victorious, he's like,
I'm gonna jump in your nasal cavity now. I'm gonna beat the fucking cats out of you.
Yeah, and
He's going in like a spatula or something. He's just like whipping it.
So wait a minute, if he's in someone's head
Carving
doing that
it out.
stuff, they can hear him.
Oh,
saying
yeah.
that if they're
Yeah.
in his like ear.
Yeah, it's just really high pitched.
This sounds like I'm yelling in your ear.
oh no, it sounds like he's standing right next to you. Even shrunk down to the size of an atom, his voice carries.
Nice.
It's Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, like these fungicides, they were used to stop fungus from growing on crops, and then they put it in soap. Brilliant.
I don't know about the same fungicide, but I see what you're saying. That would burn.
Brilliant. No, it wouldn't. I feel good. It would burn in a good way.
Not like Mexican.
But we see it in supermarkets too. You know, now there's like the wipes for your carts. You see, that doesn't bother me. I'll just grab a cart. I don't give a shit because you know what? I'm not gonna be like opening the food in the store and eating it and leaving it on the shelf like most people do. I've seen a lot of that. But
Next time I go shopping with him, I'm gonna put some chocolate on the cart that he's gonna
Nice.
grab.
I use those wipes to just wipe down my whole body before I go in.
okay,
I thought that was
helps.
for your tongue.
It's a full body cleanse.
I thought that was for your tongue.
Yeah, inside and outside.
Yeah, it's a refreshing feeling.
It's like gum, right? You just chew on it while you walk through the store.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
You get a little buzz off of it. It's weird.
Hey, Lysol used to advertise for women to use it as like body cleanser and douche.
Oh,
Lysol.
Wait a minute. Roll that back. What?
Yeah, there's an ad for Lysol basically saying you can use it as a douche, you can use it as a body cleanser.
And on the next page, they're talking about, abortions with
No.
Dr. Pepper.
You drink the Lysol for that, I guess.
Oh, God.
It's just really to end yours and the child's life.
Wasn't that in Greece?
What?
It was some movie, like she
Greece?
shook up Dr. Pepper.
Oh, I thought you meant she drank Lysol to have an abortion in Greece. I was like, which one
No,
did you
no.
see?
There was
Is this
some
Greece too?
There was some movie where a lady inserted a Dr. Pepper in her vagina. She suggested someone do that if they thought they were pregnant, and that would take care of the baby.
I think you just had a bad dream.
No, it wasn't a bad dream.
Bad dream.
Someone let us know. info@weirdandweary.com. Thanks.
director's cut of Grease.
No, it wasn't Greece.
Summer lovin'.
I think it was Greece. Put a Dr. Pepper up there. Shake it up.
On top of the antibacterial stuff, though, there was also the high rate of prescriptions of antibiotics. And I remember when I was young, you know, if I had a cough or something, here's some amoxicillin. Here's whatever cillins we got, you know, and you just fucking take it and you'll be fine. Everything's great. And after a while, people's immunities drop too. You know, it just happens. I mean, it's the way it works.
It's the way the cookie crumbled.
Pretty much. And now we got drug-resistant staph and Candida Auris and a couple others out there that are really, really strong, resistant.
Good. We're just making stronger everything.
America.
Keep it strong.
Even our diseases are strong.
I mean, having it affect the human gene pool, that could be another story entirely. It could be nature's way of calling us out and, like a type of population control. Maybe the dinosaurs were just giving each other STDs. It wasn't even a meteor.
Oh, no.
Oh, man, you're talking dinosaur orgies.
Dinosaurs having orgies.
I
and
thought
they're
we
like,
talked about
we'll
this.
never talk about this again.
Thank you.
I know.
You
No,
said-
that's what the dinosaurs say. Like, we'll never do this again.
Oh.
And then like, hey, look at Triceratops, man. His horns are all itchy looking.
3 horns. Oh,
No,
fuck.
it's only 2 horns. Oh, it fell off.
Oh, jeez.
He stuck it where he shouldn't have been.
That's a souvenir.
What,
Bring it home.
what movie have I just walked in on?
The Land Before Time, Part 7.
Oh, Part 7,
thought it was
subtitled Dinosaurgy.
Yes, I would. I'm going to watch it again tonight. Actually, you guys are all invited.
Dinosaurgy.
Speaking of which, what if like talking about culling populations and how pleasant that can be. What if staying in outer space actually extended our lives and even caused like genetic changes that let's become like a new form of Homo sapien?
Ooh.
Now this is touched upon in a lot of science fiction, like Arthur C. Clarke wrote about stuff like this, like the Rendezvous Rama series. Most recently, the Expanse series.
Definitely, that's the first thing that came to mind.
Right, because the miners out there, they're all elongated. And who wrote that? That's James Corey wrote that. James,
What?
the Expanse series.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
familiar.
I have.
I
the
know
first,
it, but I just never read it.
I have the first 3 you can borrow if you want.
I have such a backlog. I don't even bother right now.
So yeah, it's a really. I'm not one to really read too many series of novels. Very few have I really completed, but I've read the first 3 of The Expanse, and yeah, they do. They touch upon that right away. The space miners are elongated, and they're more adapted to lower G. So when they come to Earth, a lot of them have to be in pools or something, like keep their bodies afloat because the gravity of Earth.
It's like decompression chambers.
Right, the gravity of Earth, pains them.
Gotcha. So they're floating around like the things from Dune.
Right.
All right.
They would even bring them to Earth to torture them to get information because of the pressure difference. It would be so painful for a lot of them. So, even they said it in the book, you see some on Earth, and you're like, oh wow, what the hell are they doing here? They're elongated and they look miserable because they can't handle it.
Existence is pain.
I'm so long.
I want to go back to the stars.
It's a trippy concept, and it's plausible though. Yeah, I mean, if mankind survives long enough to reach to the stars, we're gonna have to think of this stuff.
Yeah, it's something we'll have to address, I suppose.
Sure. When? Who knows?
Well, after they take care of the shit on this planet first, where they go find another one to fuck up.
Oh, yeah, right. We're going to go out and fuck up a whole solar system before we do anything with ours.
I mean, we have oceans that are more important to explore and check out than anything else.
Yeah, we'll become the aliens. Yeah. But in all seriousness, a study was conducted on twin astronauts, Scott and Mark Kelly. Mark Kelly, whose wife is Gabby Giffords. You might remember her. She's a senator in Arizona who got shot and survived. But Scott was on the ISS while Mark was on Earth still, and for about a year. And when they did tests on the two, the results were pretty astounding. While in space, Scott's genes had underwent some changes. I guess kind of awakened, you could say. A set of flora in his gut that was present that didn't exist in Mark's system.
Whoa.
Yeah, activated. It woke up. Just inactive flora.
Space flora.
Space gut flora.
And his telomeres, those are the protective caps on the ends of your chromosomes. They shorten with age. Mm-hmm. They had grown longer while he was in space, but they had snapped back and they were even shorter than they were before after some time.
So they're shorter than his brothers who never went to space.
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
And I wonder if that is because of the stress of everything they had to go through. So it aged him. It may have elongated while he's out there.
Right.
But it aged him because he had to adjust his body to that point.
So once he goes to
space.
space.
So he's double. He's almost double timing his energy and stamina and shit.
So never ever come back to Earth if you're going to go to space.
Pretty much.
And maybe if you keep going each time, it will diminish you over time. Or the longer you're out there, so it would have to be a thing of, okay, well, we have to study how long someone can actually be out there.
Oh, somebody's going to have a bad time to figure that out.
Yeah, that would be shitty.
And there's no explanation for this effect right now. Scientists have no idea why that happens.
Larry Fishburne knows. He saw it.
Is Cowboy Curtis?
Event Horizon.
Yeah, he didn't need eyes to see, though.
Yes.
Now, he also became farsighted, and his carotid artery and retinas, they thickened. And while in space, his legs, he gets severe edema. His legs would, swell to, watermelon sizes while in space, to get up and move around.
Oh.
Sounds unpleasant.
Yeah, I'll never get up again, thank you.
I'll just float and not move.
Yeah, I'm going Wall-E method. Get me some of those chairs.
Yeah, right? That'd be great. We're headed there. Now, the studies were multifaceted. Studies on aging and how a body can recover and adapt to spaceflight for extended periods, and how the body reacts to stressors and other variables. And although it's a fascinating way to look at the possible futures with space exploration, it gives us a better idea on how to focus on trying to prevent this planet from becoming a hotbed of bacterium, roaches, and animals, like bats, that will eventually start talking about the era of humans long forgotten, how they fell from the top of the food chain. Kind of like Planet of the Apes. But I hope it's not apes. I hope it's cats with thumbs like that
oh,
show.
Yeah, the Love, Death, and Robots there. Yeah.
It's going to be, I didn't see all of it yet, but it's going to probably be a cross between Animal Farm and Secret of Nem.
Okay.
With a dash of We Three, which is an excellent comic series.
Yeah, very good.
Mini.
Yeah.
Never even heard of it.
We three, they augment animals and put them in mech suits, and they can talk.
Oh, okay.
And it's a dog, a cat, and a rabbit, and they all have different weapons in their suits. It's really cool.
Like the
Sounds
rabbit
pretty cool.
has like it shoots turds out there like bombs.
Sure.
Yeah,
Why not?
bombs out
little
of
pellets,
his butts.
and the little grenades. It's adorable. We Three, by Grant Morrison. Very good read. Interesting take on Homeward Bound.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's how you
Yeah.
sell me on
Yeah.
Oh
stuff.
snap!
Yeah.
It's like Homeward Bound 2, the future.
Electric Boogaloo.
Electric.
That was Homeward Bound 3.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm really out of date on my Homeward Bound lore.
I know. It's all that time watching The Land Before Time 7, the Dinorgy.
Yes. Littlefoot's got a big secret.
Now, these bacteria, I mean, I would imagine there's going to be some kind of outbreak like that if we do go to space. There's probably be contagion outbreaks like crazy if we have, like, colonies going places, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, if they just gotta like recycle the air all the time, we get like one bad germ in there.
Oh, my God, for, like, 10 light years? Ugh.
Hey,
Yeah.
let's do this. Let's create something where it's like, how you go through security check, and you have to do that.
Okay.
What you do is the little door is like, okay, watch the doors. Shoot you with like the
Scalding hot water, right.
No, a suit that just covers you. You're good. It's just like you peel it off. You go out, you just peel it off after.
That's
That's
like a bondage thing.
ooh.
Yeah, I've seen that movie.
Oh, the latex where they suck all the air
Yeah.
out. Oh, I love
That's
those.
crazy shit, man.
Those things are cool. I'm into that.
Yeah. I don't know if I could do it. I could watch.
Oh, sure. I'll definitely watch.
Yeah, I can't do it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's fucking nuts, man. It's weird and awesome.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
Humans are cool.
Yeah, they are. And disgusting.
Yeah. That's the cool part.
Bacterial.
That's what the aliens say about humans. That backwater planet. They stink.
They're cool but gross.
There's so many of them, but they're all the same.
Now, while the movie wasn't that great, Antiviral is a horror story to me. Because I would hate to live in that fucking world where, like...
Oh, here, well, you want to experience what sickness they have? Oh, my God, that movie's crazy.
Now, Antiviral is done by
Cronenberg.
Cronenberg's
No,
son.
that's Cronenberg's son, yeah.
David Cronenberg's son, who... Cronenberg was all about, like, the new flesh, like... He went into, like, deeper into, like, the new blood cells, the new skin cells, like... There's like a deli where paparazzi take skin scrapings now, and they get people's like herpes sores, and then you can get infected with a innocuous version. You still get the same herpes sore,
Yeah.
but you get the same herpes sore as like your favorite pop star.
That's a thing?
In
No, in this movie,
in this
Oh, I thought you meant in
Antiviral.
real life. I was like, when did this start?
No, Antiviral,
Soon.
the
All
movie.
right. No, this is my nightmare world, because there's also a deli in this movie where he's just like, hey, slap, here's a half pound of like Selena Gomez, fresh off the tray, so like somebody took the skin cells of say Selena Gomez,
Right.
and they turn it into a fucking loaf of something, like, and they eat it. You get to eat your favorite celebrity.
Was that his, he did another movie, didn't he?
I don't care.
That sounds like a fucking nightmare.
It was not a good movie, and it wasn't it was, sorry, Cronenberg kid, but you kind of ripped your dad off in
think it
a
was
big
Brandon.
fucking way. So, but it wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't a great movie. It was a horrifying view of like what we could do with genetics, in the future, with shit like that. And
Never even considered such a thing.
me either until I saw that movie. Then I was like, that could be real. That could happen. I mean,
Yep, Brandon Cronenberg.
Brandon Cronenberg.
Jeez,
yeah.
the furthest I ever made it was like the Lucy Liu like thing from Futurama.
Oh, right. Like, that's kind of weird, too. I love you, Philip J. Fry.
Yeah. I was like, that's pretty weird. I never considered like, oh my god, I could totally eat her now.
Right.
Oh, and excuse me, happy belated birthday to you, Brandon. April 12th was his birthday.
Oh. Awesome.
Oh.
Good job, Brandon.
Yeah, good job existing.
Say out of your father for me.
That's cool. Friday birthday. I can dig it. Oh, Friday the 13th. Wait. Friday.
My father isn't speaking right now. I'll let him know when he's speaking and listening. Beyond survival skills.
But, I mean, maybe somebody's going to make, like, some fashionable Candida Auris that, you know, doesn't rip your limbs off, but will, like, just make you feel funny for a while.
Ooh.
He has a new movie coming out next year called Possessor.
Okay.
And so far we have Christopher Abbott, Andrea Riseborough, who was great in Mandy. Very creepy. Jennifer Jason Leigh, Stacey Martin, Sean Bean. Now, Jennifer Jason Leigh, she was in Existence.
Existence. Yes.
Great movie. That was like a
That was like
EDM version of The Matrix.
Well, no, I think it was like either a sequel or spiritual successor to Videodrome. Really.
No. I agree with
or
that.
Or same world, at least.
Well, it's all in the same world, really, when you think about it. Because you put scanners in there,
right,
The Brood, Dead Ringers,
Ooh.
Fly.
Oh, Dead Ringers.
Dead Ringers was...
That was a tough movie, man.
I remember watching that expecting something different. I liked it, but I was like... Oh.
It was excruciating at points, yeah. Have fun, Kevin.
I've never seen a single one of these movies.
Jeremy Irons plays
Kevin.
twin brothers in this movie, Dead Ringers. And they're both...
Kevin needs to blindly go into Cronenberg.
I'm just telling one
Blindly
thing.
go.
I'm just telling
blindly.
one thing.
Blindly. Doesn't even know who Jeremy Irons is.
And they're both OBGYNs.
I'm picturing Jeremy Piven.
Right, yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're both OBG.
You saw Dawn of Justice?
No.
Did you watch not Man of Steel? What was the other one? Justice League?
Nope.
Wow.
I knew I liked this kid. We watched them for you.
Thank you.
He's in them, and it's awful.
I bought the bat car from Rocket League, so there we go.
Okay. Okay, that's edgy.
Thanks. I like where all the bats fly out when I score, but I only see it like once a year, so.
You know his street name is Edgelord, man. Get it? Don't you had that by now?
Excuse me, I'm Edgelord 42069.
Oh, right, he just changed his PlayStation ID.
Yeah.
XX.
First one's free.
On that note, I'm going to go wash my hands, body, face, every part of myself, even between my toes. I'm not going to let the soap run down from my hair or down to my legs and say I washed my body. I'm going to wash my whole body.
Ooh.
For real.
Must be a special occasion.
Oh, no, I'm just fucking mortified now. And I think somebody's going to, like, eat my flesh steak if I get famous.
Oh, jeez.
Well, that's so flattering, though.
I would eat your flesh steak, Kevin.
Thank you.
Like a growth of you.
Yeah, I think that's a good bonding experience.
Yeah. Like, dude, you tasted great last night, man.
Yeah.
Like, I put you in a stroganoff.
Oh.
Amazing, dude.
Potlucks would get so much better.
Hey, open your mouth. Put the swab in there.
The secret ingredient?
It's me.
I love that Shakespeare play. What was that? What was the play? The first one. Titus Andronicus. Is that what it was?
I have no idea.
With the meat pies? Is that what that was? He fed them people to you. Here, eat some meat pies.
I was just thinking it was like, this isn't Kevin Musk. This is Kevin's brother. I want Kevin. I don't
I
Take it
totally
back.
know the difference. I can tell.
It might look the same, but it's different.
Oh, it's like the Western wasabi
Hey, you eat it.
situation.
You eat it. I'm
Right. The
I'm a
Western
vegetarian.
Yeah, Western wasabi. It's fake. It's
Yeah,
basically-
it looks the same, but
Right.
I can tell the difference.
In Japan, they grate it with shark skin, motherfuckers. You know, come on, right off the root. So
I can taste the heavy metal.
I feel dirty though. Talking about eating my friend, so I'm gonna go swallow some Lysol and clean myself from the inside out. Antibacterial. I'm doing it. I gotta do it this time. Just
gotta.
this once.
Rinse your eyes out with some cola.
Just pour it all over yourself? Or?
No, in your eyes.
Oh, just the eyes.
Like literal eye bleach.
Is that how you get rid of skunk smell too?
If you get sprayed in the eyes, maybe.
No, what you have to do is you have to urinate in the air and shower yourself.
Okay. On that note,
So wake up, morning wood. Got it. I see where this is going.
Because your genes
Lee's gonna
absorb the
clean-
smell, and then the urine will go into the waste, and you're like, all right, I have created my anti-smell enzyme.
So I need to pee in my jeans? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm hoping someone will try and see if it works. What? Nothing to lose.
never hug Lee Noble. Be good to yourselves. Be good to everyone. I'm Jason.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm going to go to confession. I'm Lee.
And remember, Keep yourselves clean. But just don't use antibacterial stuff, and don't gargle Lysol, because you'll die.
Just not all the time.
Just swallow it. Don't gargle it.
Right. Or huff ammonia.
Swallow it.
Catch us online, www.weirdandweary.com, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, places like that are clean. There's no germs on the internet except viruses and browsers. We don't have those. We're germs.
Just eye viruses.
Well, just those weird pictures we put up.
We go for the ears, too. I mean, that seems to be our whole plot point.
And auris means ear, right?
Oh.
In Latin.
How about that?
Candida Auris.
That's weird. I had mouthwash that was called Auris once.
I've got ear yeast.
I think it was ear wash.
Ooh. Look out for that ear yeast, y'all.
I couldn't speak for quite a while, so maybe you're right.
You know what? We should disinfect these headphones so we don't get ear yeast.
But I like to hear where it's been.
We should just all swap headphones.
Oh my god, that sounds so lovely.
Look, mine are so damp right now.
Let me hear.
JKL Media.
Jekyll.